Hi everyone, it's Jean. I'm back from Jean's Gems and just wanted to say hello this lovely Saturday afternoon. A couple things that I wanted to talk about. I know I'm very new at doing videos, but I'm having such a good time. And you probably all have experienced this when you first started to make videos. You get sometimes comments on your videos that, to be honest, aren't very kind. People think that they can say things like, I don't mean to be mean, or I don't mean to be rude, but it really can be demoralizing for someone, especially starting out. And for myself, I really love to do this because I suffer from chronic depression and I suffer from anxiety, as well as I have chronic pain. So for me, being able to do this is such a great therapy for me that it helps me feel better, and it also helps me to feel like I'm giving something back to the community. So my mom always taught me, and we all know this, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So that's just something I wanted to put out there. I sometimes feel like I want to retaliate to the comments, but that just makes things worse. So I personally, when I watch a video and I feel that I want to leave a comment, I always try to leave something helpful or positive. And I think that's something that all of us in the art and craft industry need to remember, that we're all individuals. We all have a backstory, and we sometimes can get hurt or feel like, why am I still even trying to do this, when I get comments that are not very uplifting and upbuilding. So I don't know what you all do in these circumstances, whether you delete those comments, whether you leave them there and just not even respond to them. So if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know, because to be honest with you, I'm starting to feel bad about it, and I'm not sure what I should do going forward. But that's all I'm going to say today about that. I do want to share something with you that's kind of personal. I married a man that is from Mexico. He's from the state of Guerrero, Mexico, and we've been married 27 years. And the interesting thing about our marriage is I have learned so much about the Mexican culture, the Hispanic culture, and I just wanted to share a little bit with you today. I am bilingual. Both of my children are bilingual. We can read, write, and speak Spanish. And we really have a nice family with, the fact that we can all communicate well. And I just wanted to share a couple things that I've enjoyed over my years of getting used to Mexican cuisine and different foods and different cultural differences that I enjoy. So the first thing I want to show you, I just went to the Mexican store, and I purchased a couple items that are common in Mexican culture. And I picked up candy this time. I love coconut. This is in the colors of Mexico, of course, but it's traditional, what they call cocada or cocoa, a bar of cocoa or coconut. So these are really yummy. They're like pressed coconut, and I think they use something else in the ingredient to kind of make sure everything sticks together. But this is one of my very favorite candies from Mexico. So that's the first one. The second one is a favorite of my husband. Now, this kind of reminds us of American fudge. These are pecans, of course, but what they call this is a bar of milk candy, barra de leche. So this has just basically milk, sugar, pecan. So it is very much like our fudge that we make. It is a more of a milky flavor, so that makes it unique, and these are really good too. I also got a peanut candy. Now this is also just like a solid type of disc. It is made of peanut, and I can't see what else it says. It looks like it has some cinnamon in it and milk, of course. So this is a really good peanut candy. I love peanuts. I love nuts of all kinds, but this is a traditional Mexican candy, peanut candy. So, or dulce de cacahuate. So there we have that. Also along the peanut line are these comalitos. What they are, they're basically discs of peanut that is, they add some syrup to it so it sticks together. And it kind of reminds you, there used to be a peanut bar years ago that I remember my mom would get because she loves peanuts. And this is sort of what it's like. You just break it off and eat it in little pieces. And it's so good. This is one of my favorite. Now, in Mexico, not only do they use cacahuates or peanuts, but they will also make these out of sesame seeds. And they are really good as well. If you've ever had sesame seed candy, this is similar to these. And the reason why they call them comalitos is because a comal is usually a round disc, or it could be square, that you put over the heat on the stove, and you use it to toast or brown your tortillas. So that is why they call it a comal, or a comalito. So this is very good. I didn't check the caloric intake of these, but you know, they're candy, so probably high in calories. The last thing I got, these are very popular among the kids in Mexico, and what this is, it's called Pelón Pelo Rico. It's sabor de tamarindo. So tamarindo is a pod that grows on a tree, and they make drinks from tamarindo. This is actually tamarindo flavor with chili pepper on top. So this would be something along the lines of what kids in the US would eat when it would come to something like those bottle pops or candy of that nature. Now, I think it's interesting that in Mexico, not all dulces or sweets are actually sweet. So this tamarindo by itself does have a nice kind of a citrusy flavor, but when you put the, pardon me, the chili on top, it's really good. So the kids in Mexico may not always eat a traditional sweet, but they like things that have chile or hot flavored items. So those are the fun little things that we got at the Mexican store this week, and I wanted to show you that just as a fun little thing. I have on my desk, I don't know what you're working on today, but I'm working on a couple of these. They're kind of tags, or you can use them as journal spreads as well. But I had this really pretty pack of paper, and it had these lady images in it. So I cut them out, and I put them over some corrugated cardboard and a tea stain doily here. I used a brad, and this, I believe, is some handmade paper. I just had it in my stash, and I used, if you saw my other video, the flashcards that I got. So you can see this makes a really nice element here with this cut corner. And I think this is just fun and simple, and I found these brads, and I used the same brads, kind of made them the similar design. If you want, which I probably won't do this because I just like the tabs the way they are, you could punch holes here and put a ribbon. But honestly, I think with art, sometimes we get so involved in putting so much on the page or the spread that it sometimes looks cluttered or out of order. So with these, I just kept it really simple. I saved the cardboard flaps from the boxes that we get. If I get something from Amazon or wherever, I'll save the flaps and then basically just tear off the paper. And the paper is fun to use too. If you can tear it off so that it stays in one piece or largely in one piece, that's a great collage element that you can use on the back of your pages. Also, I had evidently had these doilies in my stash for a while, and they are tea stained. So I just put some here, and there is one right here, but I noticed that I didn't have enough room to have it stick out on the other edge. So I just added the two pieces here and then put the brad in, and then the nice little tab at the top. So as you can see, it's a simple project. I laid it out like the layout, glued it down. I've been using this Craft Bond by Elmer's, and it's really nice. It glues down quickly and glues down securely, so I like that. So these are kind of a romantic design. I'm not very good at drawing faces, but this is a really good, some of the paper had faces on them, so I just cut them out. There were 3, and I may do a third spread then similar to this. But yeah, that is what I've been working on today, and just wanted to share with you real quick some of the comments, and just to ask you about that and how you felt. But the reason I'm here, the reason Jean's Gems was created years and years ago, was so that I could share my creations with other people and have them feel good about not only what they could possibly make, but know that there are all different types of artists out there that can do all types of things. And as long as you try and you do your best and the items look good to you, then that's the most important thing. And criticizing someone because you feel that they didn't do their video the way you would do the video, I think is really unnecessary and doesn't create a happy environment. So I said I wasn't going to say anything else, but as you can see, it really bothered me. So I'm going to let you go with those thoughts and with these beautiful tags. Let me know what you are working on today, what you have on your desk, and I welcome any comments. If you have any questions, feel free. And as always, stay safe. I love you all, and thank you so much for visiting Jean's Gems. Bye.